Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare states $quarter coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, what if I told you that a coin minted in the year 2000, something you've probably seen many times before, could actually be worth real money right now? You might have one sitting in your pocket or hidden in your coin jar and not even realize it. Yes, we're talking about the Maryland State Quarter from the United States of America $quarter series, and this one has more value than most people think, especially when you look at the rare versions and error coins that collectors are actively chasing even today. This quarter isn't just a piece of loose change. It's a bold symbol of American history and state pride, and for collectors it's part of a legendary 50-state quarters program that ran from 1999 to 2008. The Maryland Quarter was released in 2000 and quickly grabbed attention with its powerful design featuring the Maryland State House dome surrounded by white oak branches and the proud title "The Old Line State." But here's the twist: some of these quarters were struck with rare minting errors and high-grade finishes that are now turning heads in auctions and collector markets across the country. The 2000 Maryland Quarter was minted in Philadelphia with a P mark, in Denver with a D mark, and as a proof version in San Francisco marked with an S. Each of these can hold value if they're found in top condition or carry specific errors that make them unique. Imagine holding a coin that looks ordinary but has a misaligned die or a double strike or even missing edge lettering. Those are exactly the kind of features that turn a common quarter into a collector's prize. One of the most talked about versions is the off-center strike Maryland Quarter, where the design is visibly shifted and part of the date or wording is missing. Collectors love these and pay good money for them when they're authentic and clean. There have also been reports of Maryland quarters with filled dies causing the finer details of the design to appear faded or smudged, and these are often scooped up quickly by serious collectors who know just how rare they are. If you're into coin hunting or want to start building your collection, here's something that can really help. Always look at the fine details of your quarters, especially around the lettering, the edge, and the design lines. If you see anything that seems off even slightly, you may be holding onto a coin with hidden value. And if you ever come across a proof version with deep mirror-like finish and strong contrast between the raised design and the background, keep it safe, because those are often worth far more than face value. Also, one important tip for all collectors: never ever clean your coins. Even if they look dirty or aged, the original surface is more valuable than a shiny polished one. Keep the coin in a protective holder or a soft flip, and if you think it might be rare or valuable, get it professionally graded by services like PCGS or NGC to confirm its condition and increase its value when selling or displaying. The Maryland Quarter is not only a beautiful coin, it's also in strong demand by collectors who are trying to complete full 50-state quarter sets or who are specifically searching for rare minting errors from the early 2000s. Coin shows in places like Chicago, Dallas, and Tampa have featured Maryland quarters with rare die breaks and double strikes selling at exciting prices, and online auction platforms are filled with listings that prove the popularity of this state quarter continues to grow. Now let's talk about the value, because I know that's what every collector wants to hear. A standard circulated 2000 Maryland Quarter will usually stay close to face value unless it's in perfect condition, but if you have one in mint state grade, especially MS65 or higher, it can be worth between $5 to $15 depending on the market. Proof versions from San Francisco with deep cameo contrast have sold for $20 to $40, and certain error coins like off-center strikes or double die obverse have fetched prices ranging from $75 to over $150 in auctions from cities like Atlanta and Las Vegas. So if you've got a 2000 Maryland Quarter lying around, take a closer look. It could be worth much more than 25 cents. This coin might just be your entry into the exciting world of coin collecting and could even turn into your next great find. Keep hunting, keep checking, and remember, even the most ordinary looking coin might be hiding something truly rare and valuable. Top 2. Have you ever looked at a 2002 Indiana State Quarter and thought it was just another regular coin? Well, don't let its everyday look fool you, because this quarter holds more than just face value for collectors and treasure hunters alike. In today's video, we're diving deep into the secrets behind the 2002 United States of America Indiana quarter dollar. A coin that could turn your change into cash if you know what to look for. So stay with me till the end, because what I'm about to share might surprise even experienced collectors. the Indiana quarter was released as part of the legendary 50-state quarters program, and it proudly represents the Hoosier state with a design that captures the speed and spirit of its culture. It features an Indy-style race car zooming across an outline of the state and the phrase, "Crossroads of America," a tribute to Indiana's deep connection to racing history and its central location in the United States. Now, while millions of these coins were minted, not all of them are the same, and that's exactly where things get interesting. There are versions of this coin that contain striking errors and unique flaws that make them rare and highly sought after by collectors across the country. Some coins were struck off-center where part of the design is shifted and appears cut off at the edge. Others show doubling in the lettering or date, which makes them valuable double die errors. These small differences can turn a simple coin into a major collector's item, especially when found in high-grade condition. One of the most talked about varieties is the Indiana quarter with a die break, also called a cud, where extra metal appears on the coin due to a crack in the die. This type of error gives the coin a unique and bold appearance that can't be duplicated, and collectors love these rare mistakes because no two are exactly alike. In fact, one of these cud error coins was sold at a coin show in Indianapolis for over $100 simply because of its condition and rarity. Collectors from every corner of the country, from coin dealers in Phoenix to hobbyists in New York, are constantly on the hunt for clean, uncirculated Indiana quarters, especially those with visible errors or special finishes. And if you're just starting out in coin collecting, here's a tip you won't want to miss: always carry a magnifying glass when you're coin hunting and study the fine details around the date and mint mark. Sometimes the smallest changes in lettering thickness or design alignment can point to a rare minting mistake that adds real value. Also remember that the Indiana quarter was minted in 3 versions, one with a P mint mark from Philadelphia, one with a D from Denver, and a proof version with an S from San Francisco. The proof coins are especially valuable when they show deep cameo contrast between the frosted design and the shiny mirror-like background. These proofs were never meant for circulation, so if you find one in change or in a collection, you're looking at something special. And here's another important reminder: never clean your coins, no matter how tempting it might be. Cleaning can damage the surface and remove the natural patina that collectors look for. Keep your finds in protective holders or sleeves, and if you think you found something rare, consider getting it graded by a trusted company like NGC or PCGS, which helps boost its credibility and potential resale value. Now the question everyone's asking: how much is the 2002 Indiana quarter actually worth today? A regular circulated coin with no special features will generally stay at face value, but if you find one in mint state condition or with visible errors, the value can go much higher. Coins graded MS-65 or better can sell for between $5 to $15. A proof coin with a deep cameo finish can sell for $30 to $50 depending on condition and demand. Rare error coins like off-center strikes or major die breaks have sold at auctions for $75 to $150 or more in cities like Chicago, Dallas, and Las Vegas, so the next time you come across an Indiana quarter from 2002, take a closer look, because you might just be holding a hidden gem. What seems like an ordinary coin can actually be a doorway into a world of history, collecting, and potential profit. Keep checking your change, stay curious, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth more than you think. Top 3. Have you ever held a 2006 North Dakota quarter in your hand and thought it was just another ordinary coin? What if I told you that this simple-looking piece of metal could actually be worth way more than face value, if you know what to look for? Today's video will reveal everything you need to know about the United States of America $quarter North Dakota 2006 coin, including its hidden rarities, valuable errors, and tips that every serious collector needs to know. So stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn could turn your next pocket change find into real cash. The 2006 North Dakota quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and celebrated each state with a unique reverse design. For North Dakota, the design is stunning. It features 2 majestic American bisons standing proudly on open plains under a beautiful rising sun. This design doesn't just represent the state's heritage and natural beauty, it also gave the coin a striking appearance that makes it one of the most visually powerful quarters in the entire series. But beyond the design lies a whole world of collectible value. Not every North Dakota quarter is the same, and that's where it gets really exciting. Some of these coins were minted with incredible errors that happened during the production process, errors that collectors are hunting down with serious passion. Imagine finding a coin where the bison is partially missing or doubled or the lettering looks slightly shifted. That's not damage from wear, that's a minting error, and that kind of mistake adds value. There are known examples of this coin with double die errors where parts of the lettering or details of the bison appear slightly duplicated due to a misaligned strike. There are also off-center strikes where the whole design is shifted to one side, or broad strikes where the coin was struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread wider than normal. These are the kinds of finds that make a collector's heart race, not just because they're rare but because they're real money in your hand. A great example happened recently in a local coin auction in Kansas City where a North Dakota quarter with a die clash error, meaning the obverse and reverse dies struck each other without a planchet in between, sold for over $150. Another high-grade proof version from San Francisco with perfect deep cameo finish sold for more than $75 in a Texas collector's market. That's the power of knowing what to look for and paying attention to the details. If you're starting out as a coin collector or even just checking your change at home, here's a tip that can make all the difference. Use a basic magnifier or jeweler's loupe and study every part of the coin from the lettering to the rims to the tiny lines in the artwork. If you notice doubling, faint lines that shouldn't be there, or anything that seems out of alignment, put that coin aside and do some research, because it might be a rare variety that collectors are paying top dollar for right now. Also keep in mind that the North Dakota quarter was minted in Philadelphia with a P mint mark, in Denver with a D, and in San Francisco as a proof coin marked with an S. The proof coins were made with special dies and polishing which gives them that shiny mirror background and frosted design, and those are worth holding on to, especially when in perfect condition. Always store valuable coins in soft holders and never clean them, because untouched coins retain their natural value and original surfaces. Collectors from cities like Los Angeles, Seattle, and Atlanta are still on the hunt for rare 2006 North Dakota quarters to complete their 50-state sets or to add to their error coin collections. Online marketplaces and live auctions continue to see these coins in demand, especially when they're graded high or carry one of those fascinating minting mistakes that only happen once in thousands of strikes. Now here's the big question: what is the actual value of a 2006 North Dakota quarter today? If it's a regular circulated version with no visible flaws, it'll stay close to face value, but if you find one in uncirculated mint state condition, it can easily bring between $5 to $10 depending on its grade. A proof version from San Francisco with strong deep cameo finish can go for $30 to $45, and rare errors like off-center strikes, die clashes, or double dies have sold for $75 to $150 or even more in premium auctions. So next time you're going through your coins, don't skip past that North Dakota quarter from 2006, because it might be holding more value than you think. Keep your eyes sharp, your curiosity alive, and your passion for coins burning strong, because in this world even the smallest detail can turn into your next big discovery. Top 4. We're talking about the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 2014, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park quarter. And this is not just another coin. This one has a story carved in metal and a value that's been catching the attention of collectors across the country. So don't blink, because I'm about to show you why this coin might just be worth more than 25 cents in your hand. This quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series and was released as a tribute to the breathtaking beauty of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee. The reverse side of the coin features a charming rustic log cabin tucked into the forested slopes with a tall leafy tree and a hawk soaring high above. It captures the untouched, peaceful wild of the Smokies in a single snapshot. But here's the part that collectors care about: not every version of this quarter was created equal. In 2014, the Great Smoky Mountains quarter was minted in Philadelphia with a P mark, Denver with a D, and San Francisco with an S for proof coins. Each one holds potential, but the real gems are found in the rare error versions, or those graded at the highest levels by top grading services. Coins that were struck off-center, coins with doubling in the trees or the roof of the cabin, or even coins with missing elements from filled dies have been documented, and these are where the serious value starts to climb. Some of the most desirable errors on this quarter include double die reverses which show slight doubling in the windows or branches, or sometimes the word Tennessee itself. Others feature die chips that look like extra leaves or branches coming from the trees, and while subtle, these minor changes can drive demand through the roof because of how uncommon they are. A collector in Georgia recently sold a Smoky Mountains quarter with a strong off-center strike for nearly $130 simply because of its rarity and crisp condition. If you're a collector or just someone who enjoys checking coins, keep your eyes sharp when looking at this quarter. Always examine the detail around the cabin roof, the bird in flight, and especially the trees, because these areas tend to show the most visible signs of doubling or other striking errors. Use a magnifier and good lighting and compare with a normal coin to spot differences. The smallest misprint can mean the biggest profit. Also remember that proof versions of the Great Smoky Mountains quarter, especially those from the San Francisco Mint with deep cameo finish, are in high demand with collectors who build complete proof sets. These coins are not found in regular circulation, so if you spot one in a collection or buy a mint roll, you're looking at something that could fetch solid value if well preserved. Make sure to store these coins properly. Soft flips or capsules work best, and never clean them because untouched surfaces keep the most value. Even local markets and coin dealers in cities like Nashville, Knoxville, and even as far as Seattle are reporting strong interest in this specific coin, especially those with visible errors or graded above MS65. It's not just the rarity, it's also the beauty of the design and its place in the America the Beautiful series that makes this coin a must-have for state quarter lovers and national park fans. So how much is the 2014 Great Smoky Mountains quarter actually worth? A standard circulated version will usually stay close to face value unless it's in uncirculated condition, but coins graded MS65 and above can sell for $10 to $25 depending on the buyer and demand. Deep cameo-proof versions can bring in $30 to $60, especially when flawless and well-preserved. And rare error coins have been sold at auctions for amounts ranging from $75 to over $150 in cities like Dallas and Charlotte, so don't overlook the 2014 Great Smoky Mountains quarter next time you come across it. It could be more than just a pretty coin, it could be a hidden gem with real collector value. Keep checking your change, keep collecting, and who knows, the next great discovery might be sitting right there in your palm. Top 5, and last coin. Let me take you on a journey, from the vibrant forests of Louisiana straight into the eyes of coin collectors, because the 2015 Kasachi National Forest quarter isn't just another 25 cents, it's a potential treasure in your pocket. Imagine this, a coin capturing the lush beauty of Kasachi National Forest, featuring a playful squirrel perched on a pine cone, framed in stunning detail. Released as part of the America the Beautiful series in 2015, this quarter shines not only with its design but also with the unexpected allure of rare errors that can make collectors' hearts race. Here's the magic right at the minting process. Some 2015 Kasachi quarters have been discovered with struck-through errors, where debris or grease obstructed the design, creating blank or distorted areas. One such coin, graded MS60, sold at auction for $230. Proof that even a single coin can pack a punch in value. Coin value checker. Now if you're a collector or curious about catching that lucky minting mistake, here's what to do. Examine the squirrel, the pine cone, and especially the surface around the letters for smudges or missing details. Sometimes even subtle smudging or dull patches are the hallmarks of a struck-through error. A trusty magnifying glass under good light can make all the difference. Remember, the 2015 Kasachi quarter was minted both at Denver, D, and Philadelphia, no mint mark, with special proof versions from San Francisco, S. Proofs with deep cameo contrast can shine in any collection, but the real gold lies in spotting errors, and never ever clean your coin. Cleaning strips away originality and value. Instead, store promising finds in soft flips or capsules and consider grading through NGC or PCGS if you suspect something special. There's genuine collector demand for these Kasachi quarters, especially in places like New Orleans, Dallas, and online auctions focused on America the Beautiful treasures. Error versions stand out and spark spirited bidding wars, because few collectors realize just how rare and appealing they really are. Now the part you've been waiting for: how much could your Kasachi quarter be worth? An ordinary circulated coin is typically just face value. But if you snag an error variety, like that struck-through example, it could fetch around $230 in auctions or collector deals. So next time a 2015 Kasachi quarter crosses your path, pause for a closer look. You might just be holding a slice of history, and a slice of real value. Subscribe for more coin discoveries and adventures in pocket treasures.